Well, tomorrow is World Engineering Day, and to speak to us about this year's event, I'm now joined by Dr. Geofrey Ogwang, the Acting Commissioner, Midstream Petroleum at the Petroleum Department of the Energy Ministry. And he joins me right now on set to talk about World Engineering Day for a Sustainable World. Very good afternoon. Thank you for joining us, Geofrey Ogwang.
Thank you very much, Romeo, and thank you, our viewers.
Indeed. Let's kick off with the theme for this year. You know, sustainability. What does this mean? Of what significance is it to Uganda?
Yeah, sustainability is all about doing things, making sure that you coexist. You look about the future, not only today, but also look at the future of the next generation. As we do things today, we need to think about the next generation.
Ogwang, you are directly in charge of helping us build our oil reserves, fuel reserves, if you will, within the country. So we'd like to know, why do we always end up in a crisis whenever something is, you know, not right at the border?
Thank you very much. This is a complex issue. Of course, it involves networks of various stakeholders involved. But on the government side, government has been working hard to make sure that we don't have a crisis. And indeed, government is doing that to make sure that we don't end up in a crisis.
Are you sure we are not in a crisis, Ogwang? Fuel prices are still up even though the trucks cleared up on the Malaba-Busia border.
Yeah, of course we have other issues. As I told you, it involves so many stakeholders. As you are aware about the global politics,
Indeed.
Of course the price the price in the market in Uganda here is also influenced by the global politics. What is happening globally?
So when we are looking at this, we have us here.
Certainly, whatever happens globally, it also comes back up to Uganda here. So when we are looking at it, we have to look at it holistically.
Let's talk about transfer of skills to our people. Do these multinational companies really transfer skills to the locals right here in Uganda? I'm talking about Karuma, I'm talking about the oil projects or the oil pipeline within Hoima. Do they really transfer the skills to the people?
Thank you very much. We have, of course, government has put in place some of the policies that ensure transfer of skills to our engineers in the country. But of course, we've always had a challenge that some of the multinationals really don't cooperate. And that is why, as UIP and as incoming president of UIP, will be able to follow up this to make sure that at least we have transfer of skills to our engineers, because they are our future.
Engineers are electing their leaders. You just hinted that you could be the incoming leader of the UIPE. Why do you think you're suitable for this role?
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, currently I'm a vice president, and I've been around UIP for the last 15 years. So I bring on table a lot of experience drawn from government as well as the private sector. And as we move forward, I will act on some of the challenges that engineers face today. Issues of mentorship, issues of welfare, and issues of unprofessional cadres taking on complex engineering works.
Well, thank you so much, Geofrey Ogwang, for making the time to speak to NTV at 1.
Thank you so much, Romeo, and thank you, our viewers.
And indeed, Geofrey Ogwang, he is the Acting Commissioner, Midstream Petroleum at the Petroleum Department of the Energy